Hey everybody, Dirili here. Thank you so much for joining me for my fourth audio log. Yeah, before I get into anything, I have to say my thank yous. I'm so grateful for everyone who has taken the time to watch my videos, or liked, or commented, or subscribed. People have been so amazingly kind. I knew I would run into some negativity, and there were a few days when I felt like I was getting more negative feedback than positive, and I was feeling a little bit dragged down. But lately I've been getting a few more thumbs ups and nice comments and subscriptions, so that's really helped me to stay positive and motivated. So thank you so much to everybody that has done that and helped me keep up my spirits. Next order of business, I want to list what order I'm going to be playing the visual novel games in, like as far as the characters go. Because I've had a few questions about which characters I'm going to be playing. So I figured I would go ahead and let everybody know my schedule. And I'll also type it out in the description below so you don't have to you can just look at that description instead of listen through if you want to hear the order again. Okay, so, and these are going to be subject to change depending on if anyone asked me to play certain characters earlier. For instance, I had my first request the other day for Norn 9. After I finish Mikoto and Sakuya's good and bad endings, I'm going to be doing Koharu and Kakeru's good and bad endings because someone requested it. Yeah, someone requested that I do that next, so I'm going to do that for them. Alright, so for Norn 9, the game actually makes recommendations as to what characters you should play first, because although all three girls have three choices each girl has one guy that they default to when you're playing the other girls. Like when you're playing Mikoto, Koharu will be with Kagerou, and Nanami will be with Heishi. So those are their default guys, I think. So I was going to do Mikoto and Itsuki first, but then I saw that it was recommended for her to do Sakuya, so that's why I ended up doing him first. So the next pair, as I said, is going to be Koharu and Kakeru, because I got a request for that. The pair after that is going to be Nanami and Heishi, because that's the last default couple. And then the ones after that, I plan to do Mikoto slash Itsuki, and then Mikoto and Natsuhiko, if it lets me, because he's locked right now, so I don't know if it's going to let me do him, play him after the other two guys are unlocked, or if I have to do other stuff to unlock him. So after that, it's going to be Nanami and Akito, and then Nanami slash Ron, then Koharu slash Masamune, then Koharu slash Senri. And then, let's see, for Code Realize, okay, speaking of Code Realize, I'm going to be toning down the crazy voice for Nemo. I really apologize for him because I recorded 2 episodes with him, and when I was editing it, I realized I was dragging out his words way too long. And honestly, thing is, I didn't expect him to get that much screen time. So when I gave him that crazy voice, I didn't realize I was going to be speaking so long in it. But yeah, my voice for him, it may still be, it's going to be still crazy and annoying for up to episode 20, because like I said, I already recorded a couple episodes, and I didn't realize until I started editing them, they were just atrociously, horribly, just terrible. So anyway, episode 21 and after, he'll be a little less annoying. So please forgive me for that. I'm so sorry. I mean, just look at the guy, though. I couldn't help but give him some insane voice. Mostly I shouldn't have dragged it out as long as I did. So, being that I like to go through my first playthrough of any game blind, I incidentally ended up on Impy's path for my first try. Not sure if I'm headed for a good ending or a bad ending first. Whichever one it is, I'll be doing the other one next. Like if I got his good ending, I'll do the bad ending. If I did the bad ending, then I'll get his good ending. And after that, I will consult the guide for the rest of the guys, which will be in the following order, unless requested otherwise. I'll do Van Helsing, because he's my personal favorite. Then Saint-Germain, he's my personal second favorite. Then Lupin, then Victor. And again, well, I usually do the bad endings first if I can, and then the good endings. I don't know why. I just like to do it that way. So as long as I don't screw up, that's what I'll be doing. And lastly, for Yoshiwara, I've already played Hayato slash Hayabusa and Takao and Kagura. So I've just started uploading Iroha, And then I will do Tokiwa and then Kagerou. And then after that, there were these sub stories, and I'll be adding these sub stories after I finish all of the guys' main story stuff. And if I had realized that the extra things, the sub stories, were as long as they were, I would have put them with the main stuff. But I didn't know that until after I had finished everything and then went and looked at them recently. So they're broken off from everything because I didn't check things thoroughly. And who knows, there may actually be later updates to the game that add more stuff like those. They seem to be stories that were added later on, is what I'm guessing. Uh, Phew. Okay, so since my last audio log, I've still been keeping those crazy work hours, getting up at like 10 a.m., work all day long, go to bed about 3 a.m., and it's the editing that takes so much time mostly. So I'm not making nearly as much headway as I would like to, and at this rate, it'll be a while before I pick Thief back up. Not that Thief was getting many views anyway. I just didn't really want my channel to be only visual novels. I wanted to have other things going on too, especially since I'm so picky about visual novels that I really like anyway. And I really want to apologize for all the errors in my reading. I mean, I can use the excuse that I'm screwing up because I'm exhausted and trying to get things done fast, but that's not a good excuse. So I'm going to keep trying to do better. And sometimes, though, the harder I try, the more I stress myself out and then mess myself up even more. So I need to find a way to center myself and read in stride. Maybe I need to look up some tips about voice care and voice acting or something. I don't know. I'll look into things and I will try to find a way to do better. So, that is it for now. Everything I can think of at the moment without making this into a book. So, I hope to see you in some of my other videos. And thank you for joining me. I wish you all health, happiness, and safety. Dirili signing out. Bye bye, everybody.